Okay, this is yours here. So I guess you could say that this is my part two to the It's Not All About Guns and Bullets live stream, except for this is just a video now. Fortunately, we had some issues. I made sure StreamYard knew about that live stream cutting in and out. But so I went over to Target. I went and bought a couple more totes. I was trying to jam everything in the small totes. Plus, I have another one that I just went ahead and just did away with. I thought maybe these were going to be a bit overkill, and actually, as it turns out, they were just barely big enough to fit everything inside. So, I guess this first tote, I'm not going to really go through too much of it, but pretty much is a lot of my stuff that expires, expiry kind of medical supplies. Like I've got over-the-counter medications, Tums, antacids, I should say, petroleum jelly creams, and and lotions and stuff like that. And then, of course, I've got my hydrogen peroxide and all of my rubbing alcohol in here. So this thing is pretty well packed, and it's just about bursting at the gills and barely get the lid to close. It doesn't really want to stay on too good because I think I got this slightly overfilled here. And then down here, this is all my non-expiry medical stuff like bandages, adhesive bandage strips, moleskin, Epsom salt. I even got a couple of minor surgical kits. I've got masks, disposable masks for surgical masks, I should say. I've also got a arm. Like I said, I got the blood pressure tester kit. So basically, it comes with an arm pressure cuff to check your blood pressure and a stethoscope. Actually, you see right there, I got two of them. And then all my nitrate surgical gloves. So, yeah. And then, like I said, bandages, roll on bandages. And, I want to say right here, and like I said, this isn't all of my medical, but this is a vast majority of it. Like I said, I've still got like a messenger bag and a couple of random first aid kits. Unfortunately, this top one, like I said, I tried to keep it all expiry, but it ended up being overflow for some of this. So like I said, I couldn't get all my cotton balls in this bottom tote, so I ended up putting the last pack up here. Put two of my spare first aid kits up here, and some of my tourniquets are up here as well. I got the other half of my tourniquets in this bottom. But I want to say this is probably about almost $1,000 worth of medical, and maybe I'm overestimating, but when you factor in a lot of the stuff I bought from Dollar Tree over the years, and you also factor in stuff like see all these are all boxes of individually wrapped rolled gauze. I've got 73 of them, and those being $1 a piece, it's $73 just worth of rolled gauze. And hell, even these little surgical kits, they weren't terribly cheap, they weren't terribly expensive, but these two right here, they were like $35 a piece. So yeah, I've still got to go through and systematically replace all the expired medication. I've got most of it replaced, but there's still quite a bit I'm going to have to go through, but I'll have to be done at a later time. Again, this is, like I said, this is pretty much the extent of a lot of my medical. I've got a little bit of medical know-how. Some of my knowledge stems from this old Boy Scout handbook. Great, granted their medical's pretty rudimentary, but it's still good knowledge. It's probably better knowledge than, I would say, than what 75 to 80% of America knows. And worst case scenario, ironically enough, I've got a nurse practitioner who lives to the left of me, and then I've got a doctor who happens to be LDS who lives to the right. So worst case scenario, I'm sure that one, if not both of them, could be of use to me when the shit hits the fan, at least for now, until I move out of here. Anyhow, let's just hope the shit don't hit the fan till then. Other than that, that's all I've got. I'm Diorce, and I'm out. You guys have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.